If you sell to the DoD, CMMC 2.0 is your cyber pop quiz. And I studied vibes, not gonna cut it. In 3 minutes, I'm gonna tell you what CMMC 2.0 compliance for DoD contractors is, your big mandatory deadline, who it hits, the 3 levels, CUI and FCI, and I'm gonna give you 5 fast tips to get certified without blowing up your calendar or your budget. So let's get into it. CMMC 2.0 is a Department of Defense way of checking if you actually protect their data, not just if you promise to. It bundles existing requirements, think NIST 800-171, into a scorable program tied to your contracts. Pass the controls, keep the work. Miss some, miss the reward. It's kind of simple. Now, when does it become mandatory? And this is where you really got to listen up. Mark your calendars. October 1st, 2025 is when CMMC starts showing up in the vast majority of new DoD solicitations and contracts. The one big exception is COTS. That's right, commercial off the shelf. So what's the translation? If DoD dollars matter to you, this is now a go or no-go decision. Who it's going to impact? Well, really everyone in the industrial base for defense, primes and subs. If you team, your IT or your suppliers touch DoD info, you're in scope. And yes, the requirement flows down to subcontractors at the appropriate level. And you might be asking yourself, what does it actually protect? It's actually about 2 big buckets. FCI, which is federal contract information. This is contract related info that's not supposed to be released to the public. And CUI, which is controlled unclassified information. This is sensitive, mission relevant data, controlled technical info, certain personnel / privacy data, procurement sensitive details. The list goes on. Reality is, if it's labeled CUI, treat it like it's made of glass and government acronyms. And this is where we start getting into the 3 levels. And this is going to talk about where you are assessed. Level 1 is foundational. It's an annual self-assessment against 15 basic controls and annual executive affirmations. Number 2, level 2, it's advanced. There's 110 requirements from NIST 800-171. So programs allow for self-assessment. Others require a C3PAO certification every 3 years. You're still affirmed annually, and any approved POAMs must close within 180 days. Then you have level 3, and this is the expert one. This is a government-led assessment for select programs using enhanced requirements. If this is you, you already know what it is. So what if you're getting ready? What if you haven't yet been certified? Well, let me give you 5 tips to get CMMC ready. Tip 1, scope like a surgeon. Decide if you handle FCI, CUI, or both. Then shrink that boundary. Put CUI in a tight enclave or dedicated tenant. Smaller scope equals lower cost, fewer headaches. Update your SSP and post your SPRS scores is tip number 2. Your system security plan should match reality. Configs, policies, tickets, the works. Then post your NIST 800-171 score to SPRS. Buyers look for that number. Tip 3, nail the assessor magnets. Enforce MFA everywhere. Least privilege, secure baselines, logging and monitoring, patching, vulnerability management, tested backups, and FIPS validated encryption for CUI. These controls are where assessments are won or lost. Let's get to the tip number 4. Prove it with artifacts. If you can't show it, it didn't happen, it doesn't exist. Keep screenshots, config exports, log samples, help desk tickets, training rosters, map to specific controls. Build the evidence as you operate, not the night before the audit. And tip 5, manage subs and the calendar. You need to flow requirements to subs. Verify the SPRS status before sharing CUI and set a recurring reminder for your annual executive affirmation. Need a C3PAO? Gotta book early. So the bottom line is this. CMMC 2.0 rewards teams that scope smart, execute the basics, and document like the pros. Do that, and compliance stops being a roadblock and starts becoming your competitive edge. If this helped, share it with your team. Hit subscribe and grab all of the information that you possibly can off of YouTube. If you need help with anything government related, reach out to us at Squared Compass. We'd love to help.